Hello, this video is for Aquarius, Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Capricorn, and Taurus. So you guys, the first thing that came up is that loyalty is everything. Loyalty is everything. For the signs that were just mentioned, the energy that comes up first is in fact the Seven of Cups. With the Seven of Cups, it's talking about somebody around you who has many, many options. It talks about the fact that somebody cannot make a choice or a decision where this is concerned. Somebody is definitely leaning toward pulling away. They're considering another option. As you look at the Seven of Cups, there's so many different scenarios for each one of you. The Seven of Cups in general is kind of like, be careful what you wish for. The Seven of Cups is about fantasy, illusions, unquenchable desires. You know, that's somebody who can't get enough of it. It's almost like you're dealing with a player. Somebody who's feeling like they're in control or they're able to handle everything and everyone at the same time. This is somebody who's not taking the word loyalty and not taking your relationship into consideration. Now, for some of you, you're going to see that with the Seven of Cups, this person keeps either eyeballing everyone, staring at everyone, flirting with everyone. They're feeling as if they need to take care of all these different people, as if it's their job. The next card that comes up for you guys is, in fact, the Justice card. So this person that you're dealing with who feels that it's important for them to be able to keep up with all these different people in their lives, okay? It feels as if the illusion that they've created, or the illusions that they continue to create because they feel entitled. This person, you have to use caution around this person. For some of you, this card, let me just go back here with still with the Seven of Cups, because this card could also be talking about you. Maybe caught up in your daydreams and your wishes for your future, believing in your own fantasy in order to escape reality. Now, for some of you, I'm going to reverse this as far as I'm going to say, this might not be about the other person being a player, but it might be still also about you not wanting to see them for who they really are, not wanting to really admit or own the fact that you know who they are and what they're doing. For some of you, you're wanting to create this illusion in your own mind to make this relationship work. You're trying to look past some things that you shouldn't be looking past. You're avoiding the red flags that have been shown to you. At the same time, you're trying to escape reality because you're not wanting to do anything to change the situation. You're not willing to walk away. You're not willing to end this. You're not willing to shut that door. But what you are willing to do is to corrupt your own mind with false truth. Corrupt your own mind with illusions of believing that your relationship is one way when in fact it's quite the other. Honestly, step back and look at the situation. Who's putting all the work into this relationship? Who's the one worrying about the other person all the time? Who's the one making sure that they're good? Are you making sure they're good, or they're making sure you're good? Who is the person that's covering you? Who's got your back? Or are you the one who's doing that too? You got their back. You're covering them. You're fixing things for them. You're making their life so much easier, but now your life has become so unmanageable, so complicated, so overwhelmed that there's no time to even do anything for yourself. And that's where the Justice card comes in. As we talk about the Justice card, we know that this card talks about truth. We know that this card can talk about law. It can talk about enforcement. It can talk about being strict. It can talk about following the rules. It can talk about following a certain protocol. This card can also kind of talk about when things are out of balance. And it's also going to talk about the consequences of your behaviors, of you allowing this to continue. The consequences that you're going to end up paying because you want to love this person so much, because you want to make this work. If it's one-sided, if they're not having the same motive as you, if they're not putting in the same work or energy as you, how do you expect to reach that goal? It is not possible for a one-sided relationship, for only one person to be putting work in, for only one person really caring and willing to go that extra mile for the other. It's not going to work. Although you are, listen, giving it your all, I get it. You're giving it 120%, I get it. That's still not enough to cover both sides. That's not enough. Where the Justice card is concerned, it's talking about somebody needs to walk their talk. Somebody needs to walk their talk. In other words, they need to put action where their words are. Somebody may have been making promises to you and not fulfilling them, not following through. For some of you, how you earn, spend, save, and even invest your money and your time represents what value or what you value in this world. It's all up to you because it's your vote. You're the one who gets to make the decision. You're the one that decides where your money goes, where your time goes, where your energy goes, where your heart goes, where your love goes, where your loyalty goes. For some of you, it's important to align your daily decision. For some of you, you must take a look at your value, your integrity. Your money, your time, and your energy are very powerful tools. You must use them wisely. Recently, you have been investing so much time and energy into this person. It has stressed you out. It has brought you to another conclusion. For some of you, your biggest goal is to try to get this person who's currently refusing your cup with the 4 cups. You're trying to get this person. You're trying to get them to accept your cup. You're trying to get them to love you. You're trying to get them to want to chip in. You're trying to get them to commit to you. This 4 cups shows me that you're unfulfilled. You're unfulfilled. You're bored with your life. You've become blind to the gifts and opportunities that are sitting right in front of you. You're going to have to take the time out to ask yourself some really tough questions. Are you truly living the life in this relationship the way you imagined it? Is it really going the way that you hoped it would be? Or have you settled for what was easiest or expected of you? Have you decided to settle? Have you decided that, oh, I'm in my late 20s or I'm in my mid 30s and time's flying, so I need to settle with somebody so that I can still have a baby, so I can still get married? Doesn't matter if it's the wrong one. I just need somebody to marry and somebody to give me a child. I need somebody that's just going to take care of me, even if it's half-ass. As long as I have somebody, it's better than being by myself. For some of you, with this Four of Cups, it's talking about take small steps. Reevaluate your choices and decisions right now. For some of you, it is your responsibility to understand everything happening in your environment before you make a permanent decision. Some of you, it's not too late to turn back around, to get a do-over somewhere, to set things straight. Confront your partner. Talk to them. See the truth for yourself on how they really feel or what it is they're looking for to do. If this person's wanting really a commitment with you, if they're really wanting a long-term relationship with you, if they're really hoping for marriage and children, because I think you're going to find out they're not the one. And the reason that this is a problem is because the one that is the one for you is waiting. And they don't know where you are. And they don't know what to do. And they've been searching for somebody like you for a long time. But you're staying stuck with this other person. For some of you, your intuition is going to take a big role here. Your intuition is going to come into play. For some of you, you've been choosing not to see what your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul is telling you. You've been choosing not to pay attention to the flags, to the signs, to the messages, to your dreams even. You're doing everything but looking directly at what you're supposed to be looking at, because you don't want to have to admit that they're not right for you. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. It just means they're not right for you. But there is somebody who's right for you. Don't you want to meet that person? Don't you want to meet that person who's going to be happy to see you? Who you won't have to call or beg to come over. They're just going to come. This person who's going to voluntarily take you to the jewelry store to put a ring on your finger. Don't you want to meet this person? Don't you want to finally get on with your life and know that this person is a ride or die? That this person is the one who's going to fulfill all your dreams? That this person is going to bring the reality of love and relationships to you? The universe has been trying to warn you and warn you and warn you. But you want to continue to take unnecessary risks in this situation that is not benefiting you. Allow this new person that wants to come in and hand you their cup, allow them to come in. This knight, not even a page, you're dealing with a page right now. This knight wants to come in. He's wanting to show you that true love can exist, that your happiness, your joy, that playfulness, those giggles, that cute laugh that you have, they want to hear all that. But you're stuck right now in this toxic situation. You're going to get news. You're going to find out the truth. And that truth is what's going to set you free. That truth is going to be exactly what you need to know. Yes, yes, there is a third party. I don't know which wheel you are, but there is a third party. It's going to take some strength from you. It's also going to take you talking to this person back and forth and messaging back and forth. They're going to admit to you sooner or later that you're not the only one. Then this new person is going to come in. This new person will come in and they're going to offer love out of the blue. It's going to make you're going to worry for a bit. You're going to be concerned, is this for real? But the blessings are coming right in front of you. Look at that. Look at that. For some of you right now, you know damn well that you're overwhelmed in the situation. And you know you really can't take much more. For some of you, when are you going to let the worrying stop? When are you going to let the worrying stop? When are you going to trust and believe in your higher power? For some of you, you know that the ending is here. You know it's going to end. You know that either you or them, are going to make a decision. You're going to have to cut something out. You're going to have to cut something out. For a lot of you, these messages are going to come in quickly. For a lot of you, you are quite aware that this person has secrets. They're not telling you everything. A lot of you already knew that. Somebody may have already told you that. For some of you, they may have already gotten to the point where they walked away from you. They may have gotten to the point where they've isolated. And now you've pretty much become the hermit, been by yourself. Stressing and worrying. Looking back on a situation. Feeling like you're left out in the cold. Wondering why they don't give a shit, why they don't care. For some of you, you've given everything that you had with this person. You used up all of your strength. You really did. You used every single thing that you could use to get this person to fall in love with you or to care about you. And yet, you don't feel a big change. You don't feel like nothing's changing. For some of you, you feel like you're trapped in this. You don't know what to do. You've convinced yourself that you love them so much that you got to stay. You've convinced yourself that this is the right person for you and that's it. Is there a chance you could have been wrong? Is there a chance that you could have just made yourself believe they're the right one? When in fact all this time, they've only been a lesson for you. They weren't meant to be a blessing. Because if they were, they'd already be one. For some of you are going to start taking a closer look at everything. You're going to look over the entire situation. And you are going to come up with a decision. The only reason you're going to come up with a decision is because the universe is going to send a blessing to you the minute you begin to find your strength. The minute that you hold on to what's yours. The minute that you decide to take a chance and give somebody else a try. For some of you, this person already left and turned their back on you. For some of you, it's kind of like you've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Somebody may have told you they need some space, they need some time. Somebody might have told you it's not you, it's them. They need to work on themselves. Some of you figured out exactly what happened. Some of you found out. And you're still staying. You found out about it. You want to still keep them? You want to still keep that person? You think they're not going to do it again? You believe that? Based on what? Based on what? Listen, you didn't come here for no reason. You weren't brought to this video to watch it, to not learn something from it, or not get the message. Because within this video is another message for you. Stop telling yourself that it's okay. Stop telling yourself that the way they treat you is okay. You know damn well it's not. If your best friend was being treated the way you've been treated, you would have told them to leave that person a long time ago. You would have said they were an asshole. So why are you tolerating this? For you. You don't deserve what your friend does? You don't deserve to be happy? Aren't you tired of playing the fool for this person? This person they don't think you know anything. They don't think you have the balls to walk away from them. They don't think you have the courage. They don't think you're going to do anything because they think you feel so lucky to have them. Are you so lucky to have them? Tell me that right now. Are you so lucky to have them? Why, they're juggling you with somebody else? Are you lucky to have them? Why? Because they'll hang around for a little while and then they're gone? This is what you're lucky to have. And that's all they're going to offer you. So for the signs that were mentioned in the beginning of this video, do you want that heartbreak? Is that what you're looking for? Is that what you really want? Because that's going to be the goal. And that's going to be the result. You're going to hit rock bottom. When you realize that they're done. When you realize that they're not going to fight for you. When you realize that the cups that they offered you were empty. when you finally come to realize that this person that was so controlling, so handsome, so good looking, male or female, whichever way, when you realize this person was all about themselves, when you realize that this person feels that they can take advantage of you, some of you need to really take some time out and think about this. For some of you, you've put in so much work, but it was all for nothing, right? It kind of feels like it was all for nothing. As you sit as the Queen of Pentacles and you still have something to hold on to, before you lose it all, whether that's your mind, your strength, your courage, your job, your home, your car, whatever it is that you're going to lose because you keep trying to hold on to something that's not working, take advantage of it now while you still can. The universe is definitely right here, right now, coming in to help you. As the universe is offering you this help, if you deny or refuse or decline the help from the universe, you're going to end up in a really bad place. You're going to end up at the very bottom where you're going to have to start all over again, and things are going to seem quite difficult. It's only a matter of time before you start realizing that you are only an option for that person. You are not a choice. I am sorry to tell you that, but I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Because I don't want you to keep struggling. I don't want you to keep looking at what fell apart and feeling bad about that. I want you to turn around. I want you to realize that there can be a celebration here. I want you to trust your intuition and move forward. That's what I want you to do. I don't want you to be the fool for this person anymore, because that's exactly what they look at you as. A fool. Like, this person don't even know I'm using them. They don't know that I ain't trying to be with them. They don't realize I'm not trying to have a commitment. Man, I'm just trying to tell that person what they want to hear. Like I said, they can't walk their talk. So maybe it's time you got walking.